Hey everyone, this is part 3 in my JavaScript Events series. What we're going to be talking about today is what's called stop propagation. Similar setup to what I've done the past 2 times. You just have a basic HTML, except this time it's just with 2 boxes here. We've got a green inner box that's inside of this gray outer box. And you can see that right here, just 2 simple div tags, and then we just have 2 simple functions and 2 event attachments down here, both registered to click, and right now they're both listening to the bubbling phase. So in a nutshell, what stop propagation does is it prevents the event from continuing on in its current phase. So, for instance, if I was to click on this box, it would first go through the capture phase, and so it would go from the body to the div wrapper here, and then to the box, and then it would start its bubbling phase, and it would hit the box again, and then go back up to the wrapper, and then back up to the body. So those are the 2 phases, and if we're listening for the bubbling phase, and I click on the box, and I prevent the default on the box here, it will not ever get up to the wrapper. So let's demonstrate that. So right now, just both of these lines are commented out, and we just have the 2 attachments. If we go ahead and refresh this page, we'll see that when I click on this inner box, both events will fire. So we get the box and then the wrapper, because they're both listening to the bubble phase. Now if I refresh this and only click on this outer box, we'll only see the wrapper because it's still listening to the bubble phase, so since we only got down this far, it's only going to go up. So now if we stop the propagation on the box, when we click on it, we will only see the box event occur. So if I click inside the box here, only the box happens. I can click here as many times as I want, and the event just stops before it gets up to its parent, the wrapper. And right now, if I uncomment this stop propagation event, that's not going to do anything. But if I flip these to use the capture phase, oops, sorry, thinking incorrectly there. Set this to true, which will use the capture phase. Now the inverse is going to happen. So when I click on the box, it first goes from body to wrapper to the box. But once it hits the wrapper, since I'm stopping the propagation here, it will prevent it from ever getting to the box. So we'll only see the wrapper. So even though I'm clicking on the box, it's stopping before it gets to the wrapper. And so you can do some pretty cool things with that, but you have to keep in mind which phase you're listening to and if you're actually stopping the event on the right thing. But it's a really nice way to restrict where your event stops and starts. So if you want to have it going the other way and you only want to register an event on the box when you click it, and you have a click listener on the wrapper, that's the perfect way to do it. Something that's important to note about this, if you set, for instance, this to mouse down, even though I'm preventing the propagation, you will still see both box and wrapper, or wrapper and box. And I changed the wrong one. Let me fix that real quick. I was wondering what was going on there. So we'll change that to mouse down. So now we will see box on the mouse down, and then when I release, wrapper. So quickly again, box wrapper. And the reason, the reason why this is happening is because stop propagation will only work on events of the same type. So it can't, a mouse down stop propagation can't stop a click event from happening. But just to further prove that, if I change that to mouse down, now we will only see the box happen. Let's change these both back to click. So that's also important to remember. So if you do actually want to stop multiple different types of events, then you will have to probably have to come in and add, not probably, you will have to add a mouse down and then have a, sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll write a stop propagation function that all it does, EV for event, cannot type today, and then you can just say stop propagation if that's all you need to do in the function. And so then you could also do a wrapper mouse down, and there you have it. So I hope that helped clarify what exactly stop propagation does. Again, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below.